Volusia County mentors. I hope you're enjoying your day in the Academy and this wonderful kickoff that Meg and her fabulous team have created for you. I'm so glad to be a small part of the program. Thank you, Meg, for inviting me. So first, I want to begin by deeply acknowledging what it takes for you to say yes to being a mentor. It's a high honor, but it's also such a service to the profession, because when we mentor, we also are learners. We're admitting that we're learning, and we are continuing to share our wisdom. And it takes some vulnerability to step into that role. So I do want to thank you for that. I just want to share that I spent a weekend with Elizabeth Gilbert. Some of you might know who she is. She's the author of Eat, Pray, Love, and also my favorite book, Big Magic, if you haven't read that. I was with her and 500 other people at a retreat in upstate New York, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it was magical and wonderful and so inspiring and deeply reflective. What I learned that I want to pass along to you is the importance of our inner voices, our intuition, what guides us, how we need to trust that a little bit more and choose trust over doubt. As you're mentoring and learning and being vulnerable and having all the challenges that we face in schools, it's important to step back, do your hand mudras that Meg's teaching you, hopefully, and be quiet and still so that you can hear the voice of your own wisdom. And that's what I got reminded of in a lot of many other processes that Liz Gilbert shared. And she does have a free Substack if you want to check that out, where she reminds us that we need to come from loving places and voices from within ourselves. We spend a lot of time in critique and criticism. So I want to remind you and myself to be in that place. My message for today, this little bit, I want to read a quote that I wrote that I didn't remember that I wrote this, that brings us back to why we mentor. So this is what that is said at some point in time. Student success is the ultimate goal of any novice teacher induction program. We mentor novices because we want them to be competent teachers who can cultivate classroom experiences where students thrive. This means mentors have to be able to reflect on their own teaching practices and lead conversations that support novices in being successful teachers. So let's just sit with that a minute. That's why we do this. The ultimate goal and ripple is that our students see the models of effective teachers and bring those practices into their own lives as well. And we have to be the best teachers we can be because we're modeling for our novices. Before I leave you, I do want to share two very exciting projects that I'm working on. One is I'm developing 3 audio self-paced courses for busy mentors and novice teachers and all teachers, because we're all busy. And these audio courses are based, the modules are podcasts that I have recorded from the Teacher to Teacher podcast series. So if you haven't listened to Teacher, Meg show them how to access it, and definitely listen to Meg's interview. And I encourage you to listen, but I'm packaging them as audio courses for mentors and novice teachers. So more information about that will be coming to Meg, and she'll pass it along. The other project that I'm working on is a book that went into production this week. And the book is titled Be a Legacy Teacher. The subtitle is 5 Purpose-Filled Pathways for Late Career and Retiring Educators. So, if you're one of those or you know someone, you definitely want to be part of the Be a Legacy Teacher network in your county, which Meg is heading up. So let me leave you with this thought. This is from the book, and I think it's really important because it's a quote that has guided me. Everything you do is a ripple effect. Be intentional with your influence. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being willing to be a ripple, and for sharing out your wisdom, and for thinking about what's most important to our students as we help them to flourish as we ourselves flourish. Have a fabulous end of your conference, and good luck with Mentoring in Action. And thank you, Meg, and thank you to this fabulous team in your county that's a model of excellence for the whole entire country.